When it comes to trailer loading your horse, Riv and Marlin are going to demonstrate how to take your horse, put them up on the trailer. My best advice is that if your kid is going to do this, you as an adult need to be able to do it very easily and safely. And the age of the child and the age of the horse should be over the age of 20 is a good rule with horses that have some experience, so that the kids don't get in a position of any danger or getting hurt. So we're going to show you how Riv's going to walk up to the trailer. When she walks up to the trailer, she's going to keep her eyes looking ahead. She's going to make sure that she reads her horse, and her horse might be interested. He might stop for a moment and take a look, but she's going to drive him up instead of pulling on his head. So if we just pull on their head, sometimes they can learn that they are bigger and stronger than us. So Riv's going to walk right up there, and her horse should feel that she's going onto the trailer and that he should just come along. This particular horse sometimes likes to stretch. As he's getting up onto the trailer, he'll do the downward dog, but she did a nice job of asking him to come ahead. And my trailer has the tie way up high. Sometimes it's a little too high for Riv, so she'll just put her lead rope into the manger and she'll let a taller adult do that part. So now she's going to ask him to scooch over. There we go. Notice how the horse is very relaxed and quiet, and he waits. And really all horses, you can go ahead and undo that, and she might give him 2 slots to move around in. We're not going far today. But it's important that the horse, any horse, can stand in the trailer quietly without being tied first. If they're nervous, then I would not hard tie them right away. I would let them go up on the trailer not being tied and learn to stand relaxed first, because if their mind is out here outside of the trailer, you run the risk of the horse learning to pull back in the trailer, and if they pull back and then they hit their head, you might spend another month or 2 trying to catch up from creating a habit that scared them. Marlin is now in the horse trailer. Riv is a little bit too small to tie him, so I'm going to tie him for her. And I have these little rubber rings, which I'll show you. I'm not a fan of tying to anything that breaks away because it can teach your horse to pull back, but these little clips I think are very helpful, because there are a lot of crazy drivers in the world, and if God forbid we got in an accident, he would be tied to something that if there's enough pressure put on this, it will break loose, and then he's not hung by his rope halter. So I think that's a really important safety measure to take when hauling. And now that he's hauling, or he's tied in here, I make sure my lead rope isn't too long where he could get a leg over it. And then I'm just gonna create some loops like this. And I always take the tab through the end. And I do that because I would never want my lead rope to be like this and get out my window and wrap around that tire. That could be a really bad thing. So this always goes back through the hole, and I make sure that all of this is tucked inside. If I'm traveling in the summer where I have my windows dropped down, we have to make sure this never comes out the window. Today is a little bit of a colder day, so I'm gonna shut my window so he's tucked in and comfortable. Always make sure when you are latching your doors to always double check your work. We all have a lot of things going on in our lives, and sometimes we can forget. Also, make sure that your windows are vented in your trailer. There's vents on the top that you can position to allow airflow through the trailer, but I also like to make sure that my side windows are vented. If it's the heat of the summer, then I have drop down windows, and grates over them so that the horses can't stick their head out the window, but they get plenty of airflow in the hot summer months. So I hope you like our video today of putting a horse into a trailer. I think it's very important, even if you don't travel a lot, to keep practicing this with your horse in case you have an emergency. If you live on the West Coast and you have fires, your horse needs to know how to load and be relaxed so that if you have an emergency, you're ready.
Thanks for coming to our channel. Hope you like our videos. Like and subscribe.